Okay guys, this is a tip that I'm going to share with you guys about refrigerators. And we lived and learned, and we learned the hard way, and it is nothing but a headache and a nightmare. So, when you buy a refrigerator and you're measuring your area, you want to make sure that it's one thing having the refrigerator fitting in a given area, but another issue is when you open the door. See, when you take and you open this door and it's swinging to the right and it's going right into the wall, you aren't going to be able to get your drawers out or your shelves out to clean without without moving the refrigerator out. So it is a nightmare, guys. So don't do it or you'll regret it. And so you want that door, if it's got to fit in the corner, you want that door handle here so that it'll open to the left. So it will be able to swing over far enough where you can access and pull out the drawers to clean, etc. So that is one big huge problem with people making that mistake, not thinking about how far the door, how much leeway you need for that door to open far enough. Here's my number 2 tip. If you are someone that does a lot of cooking, which I do, we have 3 meals at home. We rarely eat out unless we're out of town, that rarely happens. So we had linoleum before, vinyl floor with padding. So we went from vinyl floor with padding to tile. Now, tile's wonderful, looks real nice as long as you can go eat your 3 meals out and you don't have to worry about cooking, doing dishes, cleaning up, standing in the kitchen by the sink. Then you're just fine and dandy with tile. But if you are one that has to be standing at the sink and doing dishes, and even I say, even though I have a dishwasher, there's still the standing, and so we have all these mats all over the place, looks like heck. And we got an expensive mat here, looks like heck, in a month's time, looks like heck. So the sensible thing to do is, if you have to do a lot of cooking, is to have a floor, like a wood floor, something with that's got a little bit of cushion to it, something other than tile. Okay, tip number 3. This is the new dishwasher that I did film, and it's a lot of money, but we bought a cheap one. The last one that we got was nice and cheap, and it didn't last. We got a few years out of it, and it conked out. So we put a pretty penny in this Bosch. So whether it lasts, whether it doesn't, who knows, time will tell. But we had certainly not good luck with the cheap one. So that's my 4th tip. Don't want to get a cheap countertop, because you will pay the price in many, many ways, and one of them is it'll fall apart quick and have to be replaced. So you aren't saving anything. When you get a cheap countertop and you have to turn around a couple years and replace it because it's falling apart, you aren't saving anything. Here's my 5th tip. This here flat top stove have these vents. Well, the vents are lined up so that if you're cooking, it's easy to have stuff go down so that it can go right in there and run down in between the glass, which it did, and it has before. And I did get a repairman to take the door apart when he was here for some other reason, and he did clean it up, and it was so nice not to have that. So now basically I just take a towel and I cover it up